Are your legs becoming weaker, heavier, or more painful with each passing day? Have you noticed that even simple tasks like standing, walking, or climbing stairs are increasingly difficult? If so, please pay close attention. What I'm about to reveal in this video might shock you. It could explain exactly why this is happening to you. This explanation includes certain dangerous foods you might be consuming daily, two vitamins astonishingly considered essential that are secretly harming you, a combination of factors that are literally draining strength from your legs. Yes, vitamins that everyone claims are good for you could actually be making your muscles weaker, straining your joints, and leaving your legs unsteady, uncomfortable, and vulnerable. The most terrifying part? These dangers are hiding in plain sight within your daily routine. Every drink and every bite could be feeding the weakness you're experiencing. But it gets worse. Those two vitamins you might be taking right now will truly astound you. While you believe you're protecting yourself and strengthening your bones by purchasing these supplements, you're actually accelerating muscle loss and undermining your leg strength. This video from Health Wisdom will expose the truth behind these pills and foods. You'll discover what's really causing that recurring fatigue, swelling, stiffness, and pain. Most importantly, you'll learn exactly what to avoid and what to change starting today to reclaim your power, vitality, and independence. Want to maintain strong legs for years to come and age healthily? Then stay with me until the end. 15. Sweets and sugary desserts. Desserts and sweets have traditionally been associated with comfort and pleasure. However, after 60, these indulgences can become silent enemies to your leg health. Excessive consumption of refined sugar triggers inflammatory responses throughout your body, particularly in muscles and joints. This chronic inflammation makes legs more sensitive, painful, and prone to deterioration. Furthermore, sugar directly correlates with increased insulin resistance, which depletes muscular energy. When muscles lack sufficient energy, they weaken and become less efficient. Sugar consumption also contributes to weight gain, placing additional stress on your legs. Every extra pound demands more work from your lower body muscles and joints, increasing wear and tear, discomfort, and weakness in your lower extremities. For older adults who naturally lose muscle mass with age, this is particularly concerning. Sugar also increases your body's toxin production, further aggravating inflammatory responses.
The more inflammation present, the harder it becomes to keep your legs functional and firm. Did you know that sugar directly impacts blood circulation? When consumed excessively, it increases the risk of vascular disorders, restricting blood flow to your lower limbs. Poor circulation means leg muscles receive less oxygen and nutrients, hindering tissue regeneration and slowing muscle recovery. That moment of dessert pleasure might come at too high a cost for your health. Beyond metabolic consequences, sweets lack essential nutrients for muscle health, such as proteins and magnesium. In other words, you're consuming empty calories that weaken rather than strengthen your body. In your later years, this type of unbalanced diet accelerates muscle mass loss, one of mobility's greatest enemies. If you believe your legs are growing weaker, the cause might be as straightforward as that piece of cake or slice of pie. What seems like an innocent treat could be undermining your independence and strength. Most commercially produced sweets also contain chemical additives like artificial colors and preservatives that worsen inflammation. These substances disrupt your body's natural balance and directly affect your muscular system. Combined with sugar, they create a particularly harmful health combination. Making the switch to natural alternatives like cinnamon-sprinkled fruit or homemade desserts with reduced sugar is already a significant improvement. You can still enjoy dessert, just make wiser choices that honor your body. Your legs and taste buds will thank you. 14. Fried foods. Those French fries might be hard to resist, but the damage they inflict on your body after 60 cannot be ignored. Rich in trans and saturated fats, these foods elevate inflammatory markers throughout your body. This inflammation directly impacts muscles and joints, stiffening your legs, increasing discomfort, and making them more susceptible to injury. The fat in fried foods also impedes blood flow, complicating muscle oxygenation. Poor circulation robs your body of its ability to heal and develop strength. Fried foods also cause blood vessel blockages, further restricting the delivery of vital nutrients to leg muscles. Over time, this mechanism weakens your body's support structure and accelerates joint wear. Among the main culprits are foods like donuts, chicken nuggets, and French fries. Before we continue, I'd like to know where you stand with me today. Leave a comment below, and don't hesitate to ask questions. Remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to always receive the best health advice from Health Wisdom. If you're watching now, I want to know you're with me. Type 1 if this video resonates with you, 0 if not. When consumed regularly, these products overwhelm your skeletal and circulatory systems. The taste simply doesn't justify the health damage. Have you noticed how after a meal high in fried foods, your legs feel heavier and more sore? Your body is responding to the excess of harmful fats. The lengthy digestion process of these foods consumes substantial energy, leaving less available for your muscles. This dietary pattern may directly manifest as leg fatigue. Furthermore, regular consumption of fried foods has been linked to weight gain, further compounding stress on the lower extremities. Breaking this habit can be extremely challenging, but it's necessary. Fried foods also have low nutritional density, providing few vitamins, minerals, and proteins that truly strengthen muscles. A diet dominated by such foods creates an imbalance that promotes muscle mass loss. With less muscle, legs lose stability and firmness, affecting your ability to bear weight, climb stairs, or walk safely. Avoiding fried foods is one of several straightforward actions that can help preserve your mobility and independence. Switching from fried foods to healthier cooking methods will help save your legs. 13. White bread. White bread is a common breakfast and snack item, but its impact on your body, particularly after 60, is far from benign. Made from refined flour, it undergoes a process that removes most fibers and essential nutrients, making it a rapidly absorbed carbohydrate that spikes blood glucose levels. These spikes directly impact muscle health, especially in the legs, generating fatigue and weakness. Regular consumption creates metabolic imbalance. Low in fiber and high on the glycemic index, white bread also increases insulin resistance. This impairs glucose entry into muscle cells, affecting the energy and strength required for daily activities. The less energy your legs receive, the more difficult it becomes to maintain muscle firmness. This can develop into muscle mass loss, something relatively common with aging. In this scenario, white bread ceases to be a neutral food and becomes an irritant. White bread's effects extend beyond glucose issues. As a diet low in proteins and minerals, it provides no genuine support for muscle recovery. To prevent sarcopenia, progressive muscle loss, older individuals need more protein. Neglecting alternative protein sources while consuming white bread daily is a mistake that depletes your body meal by meal. This can result in weak, tired, unstable legs. Beyond failing to nourish, white bread promotes weight gain, especially when paired with butter, cheeses, or sweet toppings. Extra weight puts pressure on legs already inherently more fragile in later years, resulting in pain, inflammation, and increased injury risk. White bread restricts mobility rather than supporting it. Each bite might seem harmless, but the cumulative effect of poor eating habits causes the most damage. Fortunately, numerous more nutritious and beneficial alternatives exist. Whole grain breads, naturally fermented or made with grains like oats, flaxseed, and rye, provide beneficial fiber
And nutrients.
They indirectly enhance muscles, promote digestion, and help normalize blood sugar. Combined with proteins and healthy fats like eggs or avocado, they create balanced meals. You don't need to give up bread. Simply choose better options. Still watching? Soon in this Health Wisdom video, you'll discover the 2 worst vitamins that impair your legs. 12. Alcoholic beverages. With age, especially when considering muscle and joint health of the legs, consuming alcoholic drinks becomes increasingly dangerous. Beyond 60, your body becomes less efficient at metabolizing alcohol, intensifying its harmful effects. Among the key consequences is difficulty absorbing vital minerals, including calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. Without these components, muscles weaken and bones become brittle, heightening the likelihood of fractures and falls. Alcohol also directly inhibits muscle repair. This means that following any physical exertion, your body needs more time to restore tissues, resulting in prolonged pain, fatigue, and increased chance of injury. Alcohol also causes dehydration, which impairs muscle flexibility and promotes painful leg cramps. Furthermore, alcohol impairs liver function, which is connected to the synthesis of compounds vital for tissue health. The relationship between drinking and weight gain is also significant. Alcoholic beverages are calorie-dense and promote belly fat formation, even in moderate quantities. This extra weight strains your legs and demands more from your joints, impairing mobility. Combined with the natural decrease of muscle mass with aging, this can have devastating effects on mobility and quality of life. Have you noticed how your body wakes up more tired and achy after a night of drinking? That's the reflection of the strain alcohol places on your muscles and joints. Regular consumption raises your body's inflammatory levels, which exacerbates discomfort and reduces desire for physical activity. Over time, this habit severely undermines your body's ability to remain active and healthy. And shortly, Health Wisdom will reveal which 2 vitamins could be weakening your legs. 11. Processed meats. Many people's routines include processed meats for their convenience, yet they mask serious leg health hazards, particularly in older age. High in sodium and chemical preservatives, foods such as bacon, ham, and sausages promote chronic inflammation throughout the body. This inflammation impacts joints and causes persistent discomfort in leg muscles, ankles, and knees. These foods may be directly related to the stiffness people experience upon waking. Processed meats have another drawback: their high saturated fat content. This fat reduces muscular blood flow, raises negative cholesterol levels, and compromises circulation. Poor irrigation deprives leg muscles of nutrition and oxygen, impairing
Maintenance and regeneration. The result is a gradual weakening of the lower extremities, and eventually, this decline in power restricts basic daily tasks. Furthermore, these foods contribute to toxin accumulation in the body, stressing the liver and kidneys. These organs are crucial in filtering out chemicals that, when accumulated, lead to muscular fatigue. Preservatives in processed meats have also been shown to affect glucose metabolism, reducing available muscle energy. Once again, the effect is experienced directly in the legs, as persistent feelings of fatigue and heaviness. While elderly people sometimes select these items for convenience, dietary attention should be doubled precisely at this stage of life. When it comes to sacrificing quality of life, the convenience may be expensive. Choosing healthy proteins such as eggs, chicken, fish, and lean cuts of beef is a key first step in maintaining muscular strength and health. Simple substitutions make all the difference. Replace bacon with avocado or olive oil, sausage with cooked eggs, and ham with shredded chicken breast. With these modifications, your body begins to adjust. Legs become lighter and more alive. Between taste and freedom, between pleasure and lifespan, it's a reasonable trade-off. 10. Instant noodles.
Though they might seem like the perfect solution for those seeking convenience, instant noodles have concerning impacts on your body, particularly after 60. Largely composed of refined flour and chemical additives, this fast meal provides relatively little nutritional value. A calorie-rich meal low in fiber, proteins, and micronutrients, essential components for preserving muscle mass. Over time, this type of diet directly leads to leg and mobility deterioration. Among the main drawbacks of instant noodles is their extremely high salt content. A single serving could provide more than half of your daily recommended sodium intake. Excessive sodium promotes fluid retention, making legs swollen and painful. It also increases blood pressure, hindering adequate blood flow to muscles. Poor circulation causes muscle tissue to become undernourished, weak, and slower to recover from activity. The chemical additives in the flavoring packets that accompany the noodles are another cause for concern. Preservatives, colors, and monosodium glutamate are often linked to chronic inflammatory processes. Even minor inflammations impair joint function and accelerate muscle deterioration. Eventually, this results in discomfort, stiffness, and mobility restrictions becoming more frequent in the daily lives of those who consume this type of food. The effect on metabolism is equally important. Lack of fiber increases the glycemic index of the noodles, which raises blood sugar levels. Glycemic instability affects insulin activity, preventing muscles from effectively utilizing energy. When muscles lack effective energy intake, they quickly become weak and tired. Poor diet can transform a simple walk to the store into a grueling struggle. 9. Industrially made cakes.
While they smell like youth and taste like joy, industrially made cakes conceal ingredients that seriously harm leg health, particularly in mature years. Filled with processed sugar, hydrogenated fat, and synthetic preservatives that disrupt metabolism and irritate the body, these items are particularly problematic. Sugar disturbs insulin function and promotes body fat accumulation, not only causing overweight but also creating a metabolic environment unfavorable for preserving muscular strength. Another crucial aspect of these cakes is the presence of trans fats used to enhance flavor and shelf life. These fats lower good cholesterol and raise bad cholesterol, compromising blood flow. Poor blood circulation deprives leg muscles of necessary nutrients and causes deterioration. Over the long term, this can lead to loss of lean mass, joint stiffness, and potentially mobility problems. Regular consumption of industrially made cakes is also associated with persistent inflammation, one of the primary causes of muscular weakness and joint discomfort. Emulsifiers, stabilizers, and dyes, among other ingredients, influence the immune system and trigger inflammatory responses, primarily affecting leg joints. The outcomes are increased discomfort, reduced mobility, and a cycle of sedentarism driving muscle loss. Though delicious, these cakes lack nutritional density. That is, while they're heavy in calories, they lack essential nutrients like proteins, calcium, and magnesium, vital for muscle and bone health. Frequently consuming this type of food is like trying to power your body with contaminated gasoline. In this scenario, your muscles are the engine, and it doesn't respond properly, exhibiting failures, fatigue, and sluggishness. Often, eating convenience drives us to thoughtless decisions. Making homemade cakes using whole flours, fruits, and natural oils can be just as practical as purchasing ready-made products. However, the distinction lies in the impact this choice will have on your body in the medium and long term. As you re-educate your palate, your muscles will appreciate additional firmness, attitude, and vigor. Stay tuned to Health Wisdom for more life-changing information. 8. ultra-processed cheeses. Though they appear convenient and delicious, ultra-processed cheeses like spreads, processed slices, and melted cheeses conceal serious risks. For those wanting to maintain leg strength after 60, high in sodium and saturated fat, these foods affect the muscular and vascular system in two ways. Sodium promotes fluid retention and increases blood pressure, while saturated fat undermines blood vessel flexibility, impairing circulation. This combination results in legs becoming more bloated, uncomfortable, and heavy. Furthermore, ultra-processed cheeses frequently contain preservatives and phosphates, among other ingredients, that alter the body's mineral balance. Two minerals vital for muscular contraction and bone health, calcium and magnesium, are directly affected. Improper absorption of these minerals causes the body to display signs of muscular fatigue, joint discomfort, and even nighttime cramps. Being large and frequently used, leg muscles are the first to show warning signs. Another significant aspect is that these cheeses lack quality proteins. Unlike artisanal cheeses, which better preserve their nutritional profile, ultra-processed varieties undergo industrial methods that reduce their nutritional density. This indicates that, although you're consuming calories, your body isn't receiving the amino acids required to sustain muscle mass. Losing muscle is among the key causes of functional decline and dependency as one ages. Have you ever noticed that following a meal high in processed foods, your body feels heavier and less energetic? This is genuine and results from the demineralizing and inflammatory action of these items. Over time, the absence of necessary nutrients leads to bone weakness and declining muscular performance. Short walks require more effort than they should, and steps that should be easy become barriers. All of this can be connected to the type of cheese on your toast. A good way to maintain health is replacing these items with fresher, less processed cheeses, such as ricotta, cottage cheese, or farmer's cheese. And remember, we're approaching the most significant discovery in this health wisdom video. Still to come are the 2 worst vitamins for your legs. 7. Industrial ice creams. Though they pose significant danger to leg health after 60, industrial ice creams rank among the most popular dishes on hot days or as desserts. These products are extremely caloric and inflammatory, containing saturated fats with significant levels of refined sugar. This diet causes blood sugar spikes, followed by rapid drops that endanger muscular energy stability. This instability makes legs weak, heavy, and more susceptible to exhaustion. Ice creams, particularly lower quality varieties, contain saturated fat that harms the cardiovascular system. Oxygenated blood struggles to reach the body's extremities, including the legs. The result is numbness, tingling, and even persistent cramps. Over the long term, this circulation deficit causes muscular weakening, mobility loss, and increased fall risk. All this time, we think we're merely treating ourselves. Furthermore, industrial ice creams contain artificial colors, emulsifiers, and thickeners that aggravate bodily inflammation. This silent inflammation is a key cause of joint and muscle tissue damage. Continued consumption of these items promotes digestive and hormonal abnormalities that directly influence the absorption of vital nutrients for muscle development. Without proper nutrition, the body cannot remain stable and strong over time. Another crucial factor is that these foods provide no genuine nutritional value. Rich in empty calories,
Neither build muscles, repair tissues, nor nourish joints. This means that even while consuming something pleasant, the feeling of fatigue persists and potentially intensifies. The impact on the legs is clear: less firmness, more daily pain, and reduced tolerance for physical activity. Every bite robs your body of the opportunity to strengthen itself. 6. Milk chocolates. Whether as dessert or midday pleasure, milk chocolates feature in many people's routines. However, their regular consumption can have more serious effects than initially apparent, particularly on the legs of individuals over 60. High in sugar and saturated fat, these chocolates promote inflammatory mechanisms directly influencing joints and muscles. High glucose combined with poor quality fat creates metabolic overload, promoting the decline of muscular power. Low cocoa content in milk chocolate presents another issue. As cocoa contains beneficial antioxidants, most commercial versions result in a highly processed product loaded with preservatives and artificial sweeteners. These chemicals not only damage the liver and pancreas, but also disrupt absorption of vital nutrients for muscular health. The result? Exhausted legs without vigor, more susceptible to aches and stiffness. The simple sugars in these chocolates are rapidly absorbed, causing insulin surges that deplete muscular energy. For people already struggling to maintain lean mass, this volatility is catastrophic. Furthermore, milk chocolate consumption often correlates with abdominal weight gain, aggravating strain on the lower extremities. This continuous overload promotes wear and tear of knee, hip, and ankle joints. Healthy replacements, however, allow pleasant moments to continue. High cocoa chocolates provide antioxidants and flavonoids that benefit circulation and muscles. When eaten in moderation, these items can even support vascular health. The key lies in selection and quantity, always guided by awareness and balance. Health Wisdom is committed to helping you make these important dietary choices for better mobility. 5. Canned foods. Though highly convenient, canned foods contain numerous ingredients that can seriously endanger leg health in older age. Most contain chemical preservatives, such as sodium benzoate and nitrites, as well as colors, salt, and other chemicals. These substances are highly inflammatory and harm muscle and vascular health. Consumed regularly, they impede muscle regeneration and prevent proper muscle oxygenation. Furthermore, excess salt in canned goods promotes fluid retention, one of the main causes of heavy, uncomfortable legs. This retention not only causes pain, but may also indicate poor circulation and tissue inflammation, especially in those with hypertension, which is common after 60. The problem worsens as additional salt stresses the cardiovascular system and compromises delivery of essential nutrients to muscles. Declining nutritional quality presents another concerning aspect of canned foods. Even canned meats and vegetables undergo processes
that strip away most inherent nutrients. What remains is a diet low in minerals and vitamins, but high in toxins the body must struggle to eliminate. This metabolic stress depletes energy and compromises muscular performance. Your food may be more responsible for persistent fatigue and leg weakness than you realize. Furthermore, though in small quantities, aluminum found in certain cans can accumulate in the body over time. Evidence suggests that regular consumption of metal container stored meals may harm the neurological system and muscular function. This increases the risk of falls, imbalances, and gradual weakening, a risk not worth taking given other market options. For those wishing to maintain mobility, avoiding canned items and choosing fresh, frozen, or naturally preserved alternatives is an essential first step. Cooking with genuine ingredients, free from synthetic additives, offers nearly immediate benefits to well-being. It's also a choice that protects your autonomy and quality of life as time progresses. If you believe only industrialized meals damage your legs, realize there's more to discover. Soon, Health Wisdom will reveal the 2 most dangerous vitamins for muscular health. The truth about these supplements might shock you. 4. Filled cookies and processed snacks. Many people's snacks include filled cookies and processed treats. However, after 60, their consumption can accelerate leg strength loss. These foods are genuine aggressors to the body, filled with artificial substances including dyes, flavorings, preservatives, and stabilizers. They not only irritate the body, but also stress vital organs like the liver and kidneys, directly disrupting circulation and absorption of necessary nutrients for musculature. These items are low in minerals, proteins, and fiber, yet high in calories. In other words, they provide many calories but very little nourishment. For the elderly, this is particularly harmful since the body no longer retains nutrients as efficiently as in youth. A richer, more functional diet is needed to offset the natural muscle mass loss that aging brings. Consuming foods high in sugar, hydrogenated fat, and salt only hastens this decline. Trans fats used in these products present another significant issue. This type of synthetic fat ranks among the key inflammatory factors in modern diets. They not only block arteries, but also hinder oxygen and nutrient-rich blood flow to muscles. Poor irrigation of leg muscles results in discomfort, fatigue, and sometimes unsteady legs. Though gradual, the fragility develops silently. Furthermore, excessive sodium in these foods causes fluid retention, worsening lower limb edema. Swollen legs clearly indicate a problem. Poor diet combined with compromised circulation creates perfect conditions for developing varicose veins, chronic pain, and a sensation of heaviness while walking. All this may stem from seemingly harmless snacks.
These cookies and snacks also cause glucose spikes, followed by rapid drops, weakening the body and creating endless hunger for more food. This negative cycle reduces muscular energy and promotes weight gain. The more you rely on such products, the more your ability to maintain strong, healthy, functional legs diminishes. Substituting natural bars completely alters this situation. Health Wisdom brings you information that can change your life. Remember to subscribe for more vital health knowledge. 3. Monosodium glutamate. From ready-made seasonings to instant noodles, meat broths, packet soups, and numerous frozen ready meals, industrialized foods abound with monosodium glutamate. Though intended to enhance food flavor, this additive's effects on the human body extend far beyond taste. For people over 60, regular intake of monosodium can be particularly harmful, especially to leg muscles. Monosodium affects vital neurotransmitters, controlling muscular contraction through the nervous system. Those more sensitive to this chemical may experience muscle aches, headaches, tingling, and general fatigue. When these effects manifest in the legs, they produce sensations of heaviness, stiffness, and sometimes slight tremors. The problem worsens with age as the body becomes increasingly susceptible to excitotoxic chemicals that damage neurons. Furthermore, monosodium glutamate causes persistent bodily inflammation, affecting joints, muscles, and blood vessels. This inflammation compromises muscular function and circulation in the extremities. Poorly oxygenated legs significantly increase the likelihood of muscular weakness, cramping, and mobility loss. Many foods containing monosodium are also relatively high in sodium, aggravating fluid retention and leg edema. This additive also affects energy metabolism, altering muscular glucose consumption. This reduces muscle efficiency in converting energy to strength, compromising the legs even during basic activities like climbing stairs or walking short distances. Long-term, this diet may cause muscle mass loss and dependence on others for daily tasks. Many people remain unaware of their regular monosodium intake. Product labels disguise it under various names, including flavor enhancer, hydrated protein, yeast extract, and other technical terms that obscure its true effect. The goal, therefore, is choosing natural flavors like fresh herbs, garlic, onion, lemon, and olive oil over ultra-processed foods and artificial seasonings. Now, Health Wisdom will expose the 2 worst vitamins that, if taken in excess, could compromise your leg strength.
Beyond 60, the body struggles more to metabolize and excrete excess vitamin A, increasing the likelihood of liver and joint accumulation. Muscle pain,
particularly in the legs and back, ranks among the most common signs of hypervitaminosis A, resulting from excessive vitamin inflaming muscular tissues. This pain might be confused with joint or spinal problems. Beyond pain, reports of muscle weakness, difficulty climbing stairs, walking, or rising from prolonged sitting clearly indicate disturbed nutritional balance. Excess vitamin A also hinders absorption of other vital minerals, including magnesium and calcium. Without these minerals, muscles cannot contract and relax properly, promoting development of fatigue, spasms, and leg cramps. Furthermore, vitamin A accumulation in the liver can impair energy generation, compromising muscular function. The result is gradual decline in mobility and strength. Excess vitamin A produces another adverse effect, bone demineralization, especially in frequently used leg and hip areas. This compromises bones and increases fracture risk. For those with osteopenia or osteoporosis, the impact proves far more harmful. Vitamin A supplements should therefore be used only under medical guidance and always in regulated amounts. Self-medication drives many of these hidden problems. Vitamin A occurs naturally in foods such as liver, egg yolk, whole milk, carrots, and pumpkin. A balanced diet eliminates supplement necessity. Risk begins with exaggeration, particularly in enriched products or potent supplements. Total intake must be closely monitored, considering all sources, including multivitamins. 1. Excess vitamin D. Often recommended for the elderly for bone health and proper immune system function, few people realize that excess vitamin D can have major negative effects even on the legs. Typically resulting from excessive supplementation, hypervitaminosis D occurs when this vitamin accumulates in the body. Muscle pain ranks among the primary symptoms of this imbalance, accompanied by weakening and motor coordination loss. Unlike other vitamins the body quickly discards, vitamin D is fat-soluble and stores in adipose tissues. Excess vitamin D can elevate blood calcium levels, a condition called hypercalcemia. This results in leg stiffness, muscle burning, cramps, joint discomfort, and related symptoms. Hypercalcemia directly impacts muscles and nerves, compromising the electrical impulses directing body movements. Excess vitamin D can also cause unnecessary calcification of soft tissues, including muscles and tendons. This means areas like knees, calves, and thighs may become stiffer, less flexible, and uncomfortable during exertion. What should be a protective substance becomes a source of wear and restriction. Elderly adults taking high vitamin D doses without medical guidance face higher risks of experiencing these problems.
Another concerning issue: large vitamin D doses can damage kidneys, responsible for blood mineral balance. Poor filtration and substance retention reveal renal effects, worsening leg edema, muscle discomfort, and weakness sensations. This initiates a feedback loop. More vitamin D leads to more calcium, decreased kidney function, and more muscle problems. Vitamin D supplementation should always be tailored based on laboratory tests and medical advice. This crucial point deserves emphasis. Many individuals believe supplements benefit the body and therefore consume large amounts independently. Excess can prove just as dangerous as deficiency. Regarding legs, the result can be loss of movement and independence. Subscribe to Health Wisdom, created to help you become healthier with higher quality of life. If you want to continue receiving our best videos for your health, please subscribe now. Helping you is our mission. The video now playing on your screen reveals the 3 essential vitamins every diabetic should take. Check it out by clicking on the screen. Until next time, Health Wisdom has